Hello beautiful people, it's your girl Langwan Lesley, and this is the healing room. If you're watching me for the first time, welcome. This is a new platform altogether, born from a place of pain and loss, but at the same time greater hope. Hope is why I'm here, because I feel like when we go through loss, it's either we take the lesson, the message, come back stronger, or we struggle. Whichever thing happens or whatever the outcome, loss is difficult in itself. I've actually undergone loss through a divorce, loss where I lost all of my properties in that divorce. I had to travel out of my country in my mid-20s. I had to, like, everything I'd worked for, try to recover. I lost everything, because how much can you carry to travel? And then last year I lost a pregnancy, a 5-month pregnancy during an illness, something that I'm going to share in other episodes. And through it all, it felt like that was my end. It felt like I couldn't get back, I couldn't stand again, but God was working something greater. And if you give him the chance, I feel like I know he's going to work the same way in your life. So guys, this platform is loss recovery, a platform where we recover from loss. Everybody, I feel like, in one place or in one way or another, have lost something or lost someone. So loss is a very difficult subject, which is why I decided to switch from Life Matters generally and just try to walk others the same way God has walked me through. He says in his word that he encourages us and sustains us through our pain. With the same encouragement he wants us to extend to those undergoing the same difficulties we experience, which is why you always hear me talk about Bayana. So if you're watching me today and you've experienced any sort of loss, there is hope for you. This is a platform that you can explore. This is a place where you can come in, share your story, get closure. Also, if you feel like you're not comfortable putting out your life out here or out there, you can also send me an email. I will leave my email in the description box. You can also reach out to me if you want one-on-one. If you're undergoing something more complex that you feel like it's not good to just bring it out here, please don't hesitate. We can always work anything out. The desire I have in my heart, and I've always had, has been to tell somebody undergoing something that I've experienced, or that I can even understand that they are not alone. Be encouraged. I always think people should be encouraged. So on this platform, I'm going to be sharing my story. I've just given you a headline of the losses I've experienced. I'm going to share you my journey of loss, whether it's divorce, pregnancy loss, whether it's loss of property, whether it's loss of people, or whatever. I'm going to be sharing my story the way it is, and sharing how God helped me, how I was able to walk past it and still have hope and still be able to smile as you see me here. I'm so grateful, guys. If you are on this platform, you hear me talk about God a lot, because I've actually experienced life without him, and I've experienced life in him. And the difference is ultimate. You needed to have seen me last year. I was I was completely a different person altogether. In the days ahead, I might share pictures, but for now, just know that God has healed me. Anybody watching this video who saw me last year know what I'm talking about. Yes, I could barely walk, I could barely sit on my own, I could barely talk, I could barely do anything. I lost so much weight, my color was gone, everything was gone, but God restored me. And I feel like he didn't restore me for myself, he did it for somebody watching me. So you're watching me, it's not coincidental, it's something that is divinely planned. So I urge you to, if you've not joined yet, to join this platform and let's move. So guys, an exciting news that has happened lately is the release of my book, Garden with Thorns, guys. So this is my book, this is my story, this is my testimony. And actually, for those in the north, in Canada or in the US, you are highly invited to join me on the 9th of August 2025 beginning from 4 p.m. we will be launching Garden with Thorns officially, and this is going to, the venue is Liberty Ministry International, Laham, Maryland particularly. And on that day there's going to be a lot that will be shared about my story. Garden with Thorns was also one of those stories born from a place of difficulty. You know, it's my story, it's my testimony, the testimony of how God picked me from where I was and has brought me this far. So there are a lot of outstanding messages in that book. A lot of people have already begun testifying, you know, of how the book has impacted them so far already, without even, like, some have not even read the entire story. They are already enlightened. They are just so happy and looking forward to having the book itself. So don't be left out. Garden with Thorns, like I said, is my story, born from a place of pain, but yet a place of greater hope, a place where God has walked me. I've made mistakes, challenges came, mistakes of others and everything, but yet God saw me through. And his intention, I always say, is not for me alone, it's for me to reach out to somebody and tell them that if I'm alive today, if I can experience all the things I've gone through and still be able to sit here, you can do it. So guys, don't give up. It's not over. If you give up, that is when it's over. Hold on to Jesus. I mean, I don't know if that is your anchor, but that is my anchor. Yes, so that is it. So that book will be going to be too long, but welcome to this platform. Feel free to share your ideas, feel free to reach out. And if you've not joined the team and you feel like this is something, a story you don't want to miss, join us, subscribe, and you will be glad you did so. I love you guys so much. See you in our subsequent videos. Bye for now.